Hello and welcome to LinkedIn for Business video course. In this chapter, I'm going to show you how you can increase your connections on LinkedIn. Let's get straight into it. Now, as we have already discussed in the previous chapter, how to create and optimize your profile, considering that your profile is now all ready and set, um, the other thing is, or the very next step is to actually add connections. A LinkedIn platform will automatically will suggest you some of the connections when you have your account just started. For example, LinkedIn would actually, once you put in your previous employer details, or if you put anything related to your education, your past experience, or anything like that, the LinkedIn algorithm will search and will put those people who you have worked with in the past, or in the same school maybe, or your education, or your any experience which you have already put that in your LinkedIn account. It will start suggesting some of the people, and you might know them, and you can actually connect with them straight away. And I'm sure that your connections would be happy to see you on LinkedIn, and they will connect you in return. Okay, that's how you're the very first, second step, or the first step you might want to call it. However, once you have set number of connections you already know who are on LinkedIn and they have got connected with you, the next step is to actually get more connections. Okay, getting more connections is quite easy. I'll show you what you need to do. Once you get into your profile, let's say you have connected with 10, 50, 20, 100 people in your people who are already, you know them. You go into the search bar and then click for people. Okay, once you click for people, it will show you a screen like this, and then it will show you all of these people who are already you discovered as in people who you want to get connected. Now you see there about 126 mutual connections, and this profile has been popped up. What I want to do is I want to maybe just go and connect them, because on LinkedIn, what happened is there are different type of levels of connections. So it's a first degree connection, which you already know. When you connect them directly, that becomes your first degree connections. The connections of your connections is the second degree connections. So you may or may not know them, and they are not connected with you. They are the second degree connections, and so on. Is the third connection, is the connection of connections. Okay, it becomes a little complicated, but all you need to understand is the first 2 degree of connections just as of now. First degree connection is where you connect them directly. Second degree connection is when you connect some of the people directly. Their connections is the second degree connections. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually look for the second degree connections, and the second degree connections who are connected with our first degree connections. We want to get connected with them directly and make them our first connection. Make sense? All right, so I'll show you. You'll get more idea about what is going to happen once you go and search for people here. It will show you the all the people who have been connected with you, just like this, and you can message them directly. But what you need to see is about 316 shared connections with this person, and with this person 237 shared connections. What I want to do is, if I want to filter out, I don't want to, because you see the results of this is quite huge, and it will take you forever to actually reach, connect with all of them. It's a manual process, so it's going to take a lot of time. So what I recommend is that you filter out the connections you really want to connect. For example, here you see connections here. If I click, I can select first and second degree connections. I will leave the third one as of now and then apply. I can then go and look for locations if I want to, or if I just wanted to keep it worldwide, I can just leave it as it is. Current companies, I can look for any specific company I want to get connected with. So let's say I want to looking for IBM. I will click that and then I'll hit apply. Once I hit apply, it is going to actually show me people who are in working for IBM, as in sense, as you can see, research software engineer at IBM, solution specialist at IBM. And these are already my first connection. So I'm already connected with them. But what I'm looking for is a second degree connections. So second degree connection is like this. And I can see there are 94 shared connections. I can click that and I can see that these are the people who are actually connected to this person. Okay, let me show you again. So this person who is a second degree connection has 94 shared connections of my first degree connection. So if I click this, all those 94 people will, the list of those 94 people will pop up, and I can just ask maybe any one of them and just say, let's say I can ask Vikas and say, message them and say, I would like to connect with one of your first degree connection, forgot the name, Rohan Jacob from IBM, please get me connected. Okay, just a sweet message. And because they are your first degree connection and you know them, either you know them personally or you know them somehow, it will make sense for them to actually get you connected. Okay, so as I said, it's a manual process. I can keep go and on and keep doing that. There are about 1,861 results just for this company IBM. But if I filter out the locations, or if I filter out the company, I'm sure that I will have lots and lots of connection. So try this out. This is a good technique to actually increase your connections, and a very targeted connections, because these connections are what you have been looking for, right? So once you send up the message, you will see your connection, the numbers, the list of connections will increase drastically. Okay, so this is about this chapter, to increase the connections on LinkedIn. I will see you now in the next one. Bye for now.